All right, guys, we have episode 2 of Last Take. We have Joe, Steven, Paul, and Michael. Much easier intro than last time. Thanks for coming on, boys.
Thanks.
Okay, so we are in March Madness season. Crazy first week. Crazy. So many upsets. I know me and Paul got screwed on the first day with Ohio State. Steven, you called some pretty good upsets. Joe, you've struggled a little bit. Michael, you know nothing about basketball much. So.
I'll have you know, I'm doing just fine. Michigan is doing exactly like I thought they would.
Are you in last? Wait,
cruising.
who's last right now out of us?
Who's last? I am not last. I'm actually.
I'm not last.
I can call him.
I was in last.
I think it's Joe.
What? Oh no, I'm in like 49th.
I'm
Yeah,
27.
so you're of all of us, you're doing the worst.
Oh yeah, out of all of us.
Who's
'Cause
doing the
I had Illinois winning.
No, I think the worst of all of us is Jacob right now.
No, he was in first when I saw.
No, but his max points and gets only like 700.
No, mine's like 760, so I'm not doing much.
My bracket
going to the wire. It's actually going to the wire. That's insane.
it is, but my bracket is literally in the 98th percentile. It was until Cade Cunningham just forgot how to play basketball. Like I have everything else is perfect. I called Oral Roberts over Ohio State. What? Like I'm being so serious. Because I watch I'm like a college basketball maniac. I watch Max Davis. I knew he was gonna I had so many good upsets. I had Ohio, Virginia. I had a bunch of upsets.
Yeah.
I even had Syracuse in the Sweet 16, but I had a feeling Cade was going to go on a run and win the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it just didn't happen. But everything else is still intact.
A little disclaimer for everyone watching. We're doing a bracket challenge right now. I think we have like 80 people in it. But from our group, the worst person that has the bracket has to do 24-hour IHOP challenge. But you get an hour off for every pancake you eat. I thought I was going to be the guy, but right now it's not looking that way. Okay, so March Madness, right? We had a ton of upsets. What's your biggest takeaway, and which upset surprised you the most?
Well, let's be real. Oral Roberts.
Oral Roberts twice.
Not a shock.
Did you have him in Sweet 16, Steven?
I went back and forth, and I switched at the last second, and I didn't put them in the Sweet 16.
Did you call Florida? Did you call Florida?
No, I had Virginia Tech.
Oh, yeah, me too. That was a good game. That was
I thought Virginia Tech was going to win that game. I thought they were massively underseeded. So was Loyola Chicago.
Rutgers disappointed me. I thought they were going to win, and they almost did against Houston.
Because you're 1 for 2 on the quick upset picks.
No, I'm 1 for 1.
No.
You said Ohio.
You said Rutgers over Houston.
Yeah, you said Rutgers.
Yeah, I'm 1 for 1. I'm 1 for 1.
You're also
1 and 1. I'm 1 and 1.
Yeah, okay, that's different.
I missed this side.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Oral Roberts can go to the Final Four?
Absolutely.
I think if they win this one, they get to play Arkansas, and Arkansas is really overrated.
They're playing Arkansas this time.
Or no, let me check. They're playing someone really easy next time. If they win.
They play Arkansas, then they play the winner of Baylor Villanova. If they can beat Arkansas and Baylor gets upset to Villanova, I think Oral Roberts will make the Final Four.
Yeah. Michael, what do you think about Michigan? Because that's the team you're.
I'm rooting for them, man. They're going strong. I was nervous against LSU. I had a bunch of my friends saying they were going to lose against LSU, but we pulled through, man. I guess my lucky pick.
Yeah.
Very
much. Was going to do pretty well is working out so far. So.
Okay. So we talked about a little bit of the upsets. Okay, I'm going to go around. Who you got? Right now for me, I'm going Baylor. I think Baylor's going to win.
I got Oral Roberts winning it.
No, you're not.
They're gonna win the whole thing.
All
right, Steven, who you have?
Zaga is not fun to pick them, so I'm gonna go with Baylor. I think Baylor's playing really well right now.
Yeah.
I think the fun pick is the Oral Roberts pick, to be honest.
I thought Oklahoma exposed some things in Gonzaga. If the team can learn, because Austin Reeves really showed what you can do against Gonzaga.
Reeves, that's what I was calling him. He was literally doing it by himself, and they were missing Harmon too.
Yeah.
Their second best player. So.
Okay. Yeah. Joe, who do you have?
I'm going to go Loyola. I think the way that they just beat down on Illinois, the way no one had this year, I think that they're really good.
Just their gene.
Yeah. Their defense is insane. The way they synchronize, they're so good.
Oh. Dude, you know what's funny, guys? You know what's funny? She actually didn't pick them to win. I saw something.
Well, because why would you pick them to win?
Yeah.
I don't know, but doesn't it feel like she would pick them to win her own bracket?
She's a realist.
Yeah.
They could honestly Syracuse can make a run in that region too to the Final Four.
I
Yeah.
feel so good. I felt so good picking them in the Sweet 16.
No, when Syracuse is a 10 or 11 seed, they just take it personal and they win at least 2 games.
Yeah.
That's always just what happens.
Michael, you had
Final
Michigan,
Four.
right?
I'm sticking with Michigan, man. I mean, I picked them to win it, so I might as well.
All right. We're gonna transition to some free agency news as a whole. I'm gonna let Steven go first, get his little New York Giants rant, and then we can go from there.
All right, boys. So let's get this straight. Leonard Williams, best defender on the market, signed with the Giants. Kenny Galladay, best receiver on the market, signed with the Giants. Adoree Jackson, not the best corner in the market, but a high-end corner with massive potential, signed with the Giants. Daniel Jones in year 1, I would say, showed flashes of greatness. Last year, he had no Saquon Barkley, no weapons, no number 1 weapon, terrible, atrocious O-line. He was hurt. Everyone thought he would break out last year, but he's going to break out this year. Everyone said a couple years, 2007, if Eli Manning was the guy. And then they got him a number 1 receiver, 27 years old, Plaxico Burress. Now we got a number 1 receiver, Kenny Galladay, 27 years old. 2 1,000-yard seasons, 2 1,000-yard seasons. We surrounded Daniel Jones with a lot of talent. And on both sides of the ball, I think we're the most talented team in the NFC East, quarterback aside. And I think the division's wide open. And I'm telling you, if the Giants win the Super Bowl, I would not be shocked. I'm just going to say it here.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch.
I'm just letting you know. I would not be shocked.
When I've been getting these texts, right? I was texting with Austin, who helps out with the show. He texted me, said NFC East champs, and I agree with it. I think they'll win the NFC East because
Yeah.
Eagles
Not
are
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but listen, you have seeding too. If they play in a terrible division, they could get a high 1 or 2 seed, and that could really propel them.
And I was saying this to Paul before, like in the NFL, to win the Super Bowl, you just need to have a good 3 to 4 game stretch in the playoffs. Like you don't have to win best of 7 series. It's not that far off to think the Giants can make a run. That's all I'm getting.
Yeah. I was happy. My Browns, we filled our
We're doing so good.
we filled our holes. All we need is a D tackle, and I think we're going to draft it. I don't really know who we're looking at D tackle. I know we're looking.
Well, we signed Malik Jackson.
I know, but
Not like great, but he's good enough.
We signed Malik as a veteran presence to teach a young guy because we got him on a veteran's minimum salary. Really,
He's still good though.
he is
No,
like
He's old.
Browns-
He's still good.
The Browns had one of the sneakiest moves of free agency. John Johnson was
No, that's such a good move.
nag.
the Ram.
And he got offered $15 million a year, and he chose $10 million a year to go to the Browns.
Yeah.
And they got Troy Hill. I think they got one of the best secondary with the Giants. I'd say those are 2 great secondaries.
Considering where we came from, we just need linebackers. That's at this point. Like, we still have no one there.
Do you think you're going to trade Odell?
No,
No, I don't think we will.
no, Odell wants to be here, and
But I think that there's no one wants him for what we need to move him.
yeah, and we love him. Like I'm a Browns fan. I love Odell.
I love Odell. I have a signed Odell Beckham Jr. football. That's my boy.
Yeah.
He's coming out to me, but it's just like it's a shame it didn't work out. But we'll take Jabril and Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah. I gotta ask. We had Andy Dalton get signed with the Bears. I'm a Bears fan.
No, that one hurt. That one hurt.
That one hurt. What did you guys, from an outside perspective, think about Andy Dalton over Trubisky?
It's a move. Like it's just boring. Like the Bears aren't going to win anything with Dalton or Trubisky at quarterback. Like they told Andy Dalton he's the guy. Like he's like this superstar free agent. Like I just the Bears keep going in this constant cycle of mediocrity, and it just I don't think they'll ever make. They have to hit at the quarterback position because that team is so good, and their window can only be for so long, and they just don't have a quarterback, and that's very.
I was looking right now. Where is it? They put all over. They made it sound like he was the next big thing, like on his Instagram, and I'm like, guys, Trubisky's a younger guy, and I think he's better, and
he is
salary. They could have got Trubisky at a cheaper salary, probably even. It was just a head shaker. Paul, what was your favorite move of free agency?
My favorite move of free agency? I don't know. I know this is a boring pick, but I kind of like what the Giants are doing.
Yeah.
Like, they really like I think they were really upset about what happened last year with the Eagles and all that.
And Adoree Jackson didn't even make it to Philadelphia, so that's what the Eagles got because he was supposed to be with them next. We didn't even leave the building.
Yeah.
I just think they really I mean, I guess it was kind of expected, but Yeah, that's good for them.
You know who's been sneaky that no one's talking about is the New England Patriots.
No, that's not sneaky. They're not being sneaky.
I think they are. They're getting they're getting pieces, dude.
I wouldn't say they're being sneaky though. Everyone sees them spending that much.
But no one's like talking about it. Like no one just is like Hunter Henry is a great tight end, and no one's talking about him.
He gets hurt a ton though.
And Johnny Smith.
Yeah, and John Smith.
I think the tight ends are good, but then they made signed Nelson Aguilar for $10 million a year.
I honestly don't hate the Aguilar signing as much as some people did. Like, he had like 900 yards last year. Like, he was balling. They just don't have the number one guy.
Listen, if they overpaid to give Cam Newton some weapons, that's what they needed to do.
Everybody in free agency
can't
overpays.
Yeah.
Everybody you have to overpay, or else you're not going to get the guy. There's not one guy that actually deserves the money he's getting. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Except maybe Juju, because he's only making $8 million. But
Wait, were you guys surprised that they re-signed Cam Newton?
No. Cam said he wanted to be there, and Cam said he doesn't want to leave.
Mac Jones, they're gonna draft Mac Jones.
Yeah, I think they're gonna draft a quarterback, but have Cam be the starter just for this year, and then next year move on.
Yeah,
I heard that they really like Justin Fields, so if they can get him, they'll take him.
You know who's actually, speaking of which, I know it's not going to happen, and I know Trevor's going to get drafted by the Jags, but Justin and Urban have been pretty close lately talking.
Well, Urban never coached him at Ohio State.
I know, but they still have that Ohio State connection, and they have been talking more than I'm surprised as much as they're talking. That's what
They're going to do their due diligence. They're not just going to blindly take Trevor.
If the Jets somehow got Trevor Lawrence, I actually wouldn't be able to talk to anybody for like a week. Like, that would be ridiculous. I'd be so mad.
Yeah,
like, there's no way.
Michael, you got anything to end on free agency?
I got absolutely nothing.
Okay. Well, you learned stuff. You learned stuff, right?
Yeah.
You're a
yeah,
Browns fan,
yeah,
right? Or Browns fan now, right?
apparently.
One thing absolutely nobody's talking about is what the Bucks are doing. They're trying the exact same thing the Chiefs did last year. Just bringing everybody back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good. I think Chiefs are always going to be good. I want to transition to. We're gonna do NBA takeaways. Since the All-Star break, the Knicks have not looked as good. They got robbed out of a game a couple nights ago.
No, come on now. Well, the Nets game.
Terrible foul call. Terrible.
Well, that was a joke, but what do you
I
expect?
think this would have been a good discussion 2 days ago, or a week ago.
Why? It was 2 nights ago. Tibbs.
No, the
We're
Julius
talking about
Randle
the game we were going to talk about.
against the
Oh.
Sixers.
Yeah. So
I'm
like,
talking about the Nets game, but all right.
yeah,
yeah.
but like, what do you guys takeaways and who you're like? You have anyone you think that's looked a lot better since All-Star break or no?
Oh, looking nice. Just
Who?
gotta put that out there. Without KD, even without KD,
No one cares about the Nets. I'm sorry. Like,
everyone cares about the Nets. What do you-
the Knicks. I live in the New York, New Jersey area. The Knicks can make the playoffs. The Nets can win the whole thing. People will still be talking about the Knicks. Like, there's no one cares about the Nets. I'm sorry. Like, you can get Michael Jordan to unretire and play there. There's just no one cares. I'm just letting you know it's always going to be a Knicks town. Like, that's how it works. Like, I hate to break it
We'd
to
be
you.
the better franchise. That's
How?
all. If
James
we,
Dolan.
if we win the championship,
James Dolan is a joke, but what are you going to do about that?
What do you guys think about the Warriors and their chance? They're 9 right now. They're trying to get a spot. Do you think they'll get that
they
8?
need to make a trade. Honestly, they just need to make a trade.
Well, Steph's hurt right now, so
Exactly, they need to make a trade for like Oladipo or someone. Get
Oladipo is 100% going to get traded by Thursday. I just don't know where he's going.
No, they already said he's getting traded.
I hope it's the Knicks, but probably it's going to be the Heat.
I mean, like, yeah, but like, why would the Heat give up assets to get him now? That
Because
doesn't
it
make-
helps
They're
in
a
your
4 seed right now. I mean,
Yeah, it's true.
but like, how much is he gonna really help? Like,
listen, right now they would play the Hawks. If I'm with a 4-5 match, I'd love to play the Hawks right now.
they're playing good too as of late.
Yeah, the Hornets are gonna fall off now. They lost LaMelo, but
That's so tragic, honestly.
they're gonna bring in Devontae Graham, and Devontae Graham is a good player. So I don't know how much they'll really drop off.
Did you see what Magic Johnson said today?
What do you say?
That Lonzo Ball has the best IQ out of any point guard in the NBA. and he said whoever gets Lonzo Ball is gonna get a winner. And the Knicks like Lonzo Ball. Does that mean does anyone have anything to say about that? Like, do they think Lonzo?
Oh, you guys would not trade for Lonzo Ball.
No, I think Lonzo will get traded. I just
He'll get traded. I don't think he's going to the Knicks.
No, I'm saying, do you think Lonzo Ball is like could be like that ascending like franchise type player? Or
I think if he fixes a shot, he can.
I don't think
the Lakers already showed him out.
I don't think he'll ever be an all-star. But
I think he'll be an all 1 year. You can have one good year in the NBA.
Yeah, but like I feel like there's so much talent that like even if he did, you know.
I guess. Like look at Julius Randle. No one ever thought he would be an all-star, but he is.
I knew it. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like it's a different circumstance with Julius Randle though. I
Yeah.
don't think Lonzo can carry a team to like the playoffs. That's what Julius Randle's been doing.
You know who I'm really liking on the West? I'm liking the Trailblazers. I think the Trailblazers are starting to look nice again.
Robert Covington has to pick it up, but if he does, they're unstoppable.
Yeah. You know, the Suns, I don't know what to think of
They're
the
a piece
Suns.
away. They're a piece away. If they get a good four, I don't know who that would be. But if they got a really good four, like Jay Crowder's great.
Yeah.
If they got like a better four, they'd be literally unstoppable.
Yeah. We
Well,
have
their
people
problem.
talking about our Lakers and LeBron James. Michael, can we get,
Oh my god.
can we
Yeah.
get talk about the Lakers for a second?
Yeah, I heard he was out indefinitely. Is what I saw.
High ankle sprain.
Guys, we have to ask the question: can they stay afloat? Can they make? Do you think they can fall to the
God,
play-in?
man.
I think they'll drop bad.
They're bad. They're down bad right now.
They are down bad.
They listen, I'm looking. I was doing something right now before this. So the Lakers are 28-15. If they lose 3 games, actually 4 games, they are out of the playoffs.
They might go to the. They might be in the play-in. Honestly,
Yeah.
Well, they'd win that easily.
they would, but like they wouldn't have home court advantage come playoff time.
They'd be like they would have a
Actually,
terrible.
big. It's gonna be big this year because I feel like they're gonna have at least a good amount of fans back.
Yeah.
For the playoffs.
Well, and LeBron getting hurt, I don't even know who's going to win MVP now. Because it was going to be Embiid, and then he got hurt, and then it was going to be LeBron. Now he's hurt too.
Jokic,
Maybe.
Harden.
I feel like he hasn't been like quite that good yet.
Yeah.
I think Harden can win it.
Yeah. You know, let's do some MLB. Speaking of MVP, spring training started. We have some MLB predictions. Who do you think's gonna win MVP, Cy Young? Who you like for World Series?
Want me to go first, or
Yeah,
anyone care?
You go, Steven. You wanted to do this.
All right. I love MLB. I'm a diehard Mets fan, so I can say Lindor is going to win MVP. But realistically, I think the NL MVP is going to be Juan Soto, and then in the American League, I would say Luis Robert for the White Sox, and then Cy Young. Guys like Bueller, Darvish are good. Maybe Gallen can make a run at it, but I'd say DeGrom is going to win it for the National League. And then in the American League, I like Glass now to maybe like to do that. And then I think the World Series is going to be White Sox and Mets. That's just Mets bias. It probably will be Dodgers and White Sox, but I'm going to go Mets over the White Sox.
What do you think about the Padres this year? I think they could make a run in the National League.
Oh, 100%. The National League is loaded. Like the American League is not that good. I think
the National League is stacked because listen, the Diamondbacks are good, Padres and the Rockies, and that's the Dodgers, Padres, and Diamondbacks all in the NL West are good.
That's true. And then you got the National League East, which is the best division by far. You get the Mets, the Nationals, the Braves, Phillies, and the Marlins. All 5 can make the playoffs.
I'd argue too that the Central, dude, the Brewers and the Cubs, the Reds, Cardinals, the Pirates, even they all have a shot to win the Central. Really?
Well, that's because the Central is just really bad.
I don't think it's bad.
It's like the NL. It's like the NFC East.
Okay, come on, that's
No, it's that bad. No, I mean it's not that bad because I think that the Cardinals really could just like go out in front of everybody.
The East is the
But
best
like,
by far, though. I think the Mets, the Phillies, Nationals, Braves,
yeah,
even the Marlins. The Marlins didn't play bad last year.
that's what I'm saying. You're a Reds fan, right?
I am a Reds fan.
Well, I really liked the Reds last year. They let me down, but I think the Reds were just trying to cut payroll this year, which kind of they didn't really add anybody. They should have added to what they had because they had a good core. So
Yeah.
that was a little annoying.
Yeah. You know, I go to all these spring training and games and stuff, and it's just, you know, hard to see some of these guys, you know, coming around. I was talking to a few guys like Jesus Aguilar. Remember when he played for the Brewers? He had that good year.
Oh yeah, he had an all-star season that one year.
Yeah, I know him. I mean, he gave me his bat before over the years, and I was talking to him. He's like, I really want to be a Brewer. And he's like, these teams just cut you or they get rid of you right when you're playing well, and they don't want to re-sign you because they took a chance on you. So, like, that's the problem with a lot of these teams. They get a good player for 1 year, and then they're off because they don't want to pay them.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
That's why the sports is a business. But like some guys, they just have, especially like with the pandemic now, everyone's trying to cut payroll because baseball there's no salary.
Yeah.
So they just like should just trade people like
And
all around.
you always got a top you always got those top 30 prospects coming up. They take a spot, they bring someone down. It's always you pay them less, more in any sport.
Speaking of top young guys, Steven, what do you think about Pete Alonso this year? Think he could win MVP?
He could make a run. I think if anyone's gonna win on the Mets, though, I'd say Lindor. I mean, this dude had 4 home runs in like 1 week of spring training this past week in the games. But Alonso had a really bad sophomore season, but he's definitely gonna bounce back in a big way. I just think it's crucial for the Mets to extend Lindor and Conforto before they even play a game this year.
Okay. Hey, one sec. We are winning. We're sending Zach is coming in, so we're gonna give him a little.
Yeah, I was about to say Zach just like called me and texted me saying, "Yo, get me in the because he's not in the iMessage chat, so he didn't get the Zoom link."
I don't. Why is he not in the iMessage?
We gotta add him.
I text. I'll add him right now. We have 9 minutes and 30 seconds left. We'll finish this segment by him. Zach, get in. Okay. Well, Michael, you know anything about baseball?
Nope.
I
have
love.
to be educated. I have to be educated on these sports. Like,
I have a new thing for you. So we're gonna talk about some sports, but you can be our injury report guy. You can just give us all the injury report and all the news.
I'll have you know. I knew LaMelo was injured and LeBron. I mean, but that's all.
You could be our Shefty. Bring us the breaking news.
Okay. I'll work on it.
I think we should do segments where we ask him stuff about sports and just see what he knows, what he knows.
Yeah, I'll just guess half the time.
Can you name 10 NBA players for us? Or wait.
Yeah. Okay. I got LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker. Like current or just like all?
I would prefer current. That would be nice.
LaMelo Ball, Lonzo Ball.
Everyone would say.
Russell Westbrook, James Harden.
Think about the Knicks.
Sorry?
Think about the Knicks.
He's got 8. Come on.
Okay.
Think.
Let's go. Jokic and what's that one guy? Oh, it's Steph Curry. But what's that one guy I was thinking of?
Steph Curry got 10. Let's go.
I mean, he didn't say league MVP Julius Randle, but that's okay.
Notice how he didn't say any Knicks players and 3 Nets players. Just one.
Well, I just know that because they sign all these.
What about the Nets being irrelevant, Steven?
Welcome to the show, Zach.
I don't think I legitimately know one.
What's up, guys?
I don't think I know one. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't know one guy on the Knicks?
I don't think I know one.
We talked about Julius Randle for like 10 minutes.
I didn't.
Talk about the Knicks for like 10 minutes.
No.
Nah, come on, you're bugging me.
No.
Sorry, what are you gonna
Okay. Okay, Zach, you're coming in right here. MLB predictions. MVP, Cy Young, World Series. Go.
God,
On the
I don't know that much baseball. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? Do we have a team? Are we a Mets fan?
Well, I'm a Yankees fan.
Okay, how do you think the Yankees are going to do? Can we get?
I think the Yankees are gonna do good. I think like they have better pitching, but it's just always pitching that usually is the reason why they lose. So I always like them going the semifinals and losing.
That's
So.
true. Let's see. All right, so I guess we don't really know much about baseball. Let's
I
do
love baseball.
what?
I said I love baseball, but no one watches baseball because the games are so long.
I can
It's
say,
actually different when
I
you're
can
there.
safely say I don't watch any baseball. Sorry about that.
If it's a playoff game, like the energy is like electric. But if you're going on like a normal game, after 2 innings, it just gets very, very boring.
I honestly feel like it's different if you're there than actually like watching on TV. I just feel like the energy is like when you're actually at the game, when there's actually people there, because half the time there's actually not that many people there. But
All right. Let's do. What do you guys want to end the show with? We were going to start bench cut. I was kind of for this one. I was gonna let you guys make each start bench cut you wanted.
Okay.
Oh, we could do that. That's fire.
Okay.
Any sport?
Yeah, any sport you can choose. I was just kind of giving it to you.
All right. Gotta think of a third guy.
Kevin Durant, James Harden.
Who?
First one?
Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, James Harden.
Who are you cutting?
I'm cutting Kyrie. I'm starting KD and I'm benching Harden.
Okay, Kyrie. I'd do the same thing as Steve.
I would.
Yeah.
I feel like Kyrie's more consistent than Harden, like shooting wise. I don't know. Like when Kyrie takes over,
Yeah,
It's
Kyrie's
crazy to
having a
watch.
career year.
it's definitely starting KD though, 100%.
Yeah, easily. What about? I got one. If everyone agrees with that, for the next 5 years, keep the next 5 years in mind. Cade Cunningham, John Morant, Trae Young. Everyone's gonna get.
I'd
Start-
start
Ja Morant.
Trae Young
start
last
Ja, bench Cade, cut Trey.
season.
Yep.
Everyone's gonna get. Everyone's gonna get
I
mad
have
at me.
bench Trey. I don't really like Cade's game that much. I think he's too slow, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I think he's better than Trey.
No, I'm like everyone's gonna come my neck, but I'm starting Cade and I'm
Sure.
benching Ja, and I'm cutting Trey. Even though he's never played an NBA game yet, I just think he's gonna be really good.
I'm only taking him on my bench because of the potential.
His potential is massive, but I wasn't gonna say don't you, because he's clearly better than all three of those guys. Like I feel like Ja, Cade, and Trey have similar ceilings.
Josh should be an all-star. He should have made it
Yeah.
over Conley. He was
No,
just-
De'Aaron Fox should have made it.
Yeah.
He was
agree.
carrying the Kings at one point.
Yeah, but like think about it though. Like the Kings weren't even in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They weren't even in they're not even in there. The Grizzlies are like in the play-in right now. I'm pretty sure.
What about in their primes? Peyton, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees.
Peyton start,
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers bench, cut Drew Brees.
I agree.
All right, I got one.
Joe, you think? Okay, Joe.
Start bench cut. Zion, Ja, and Devin Booker.
Cut Booker.
Cut Booker, yeah.
Zion.
Start Ja and bench Zion.
Yeah, that's what I do, Michael. I had the same thing as you.
Yeah, I got the same thing as Michael, but it's very close.
I'd start
'cause,
Zion. I'd start Zion.
I mean, I'm a Duke fan, so I should say
It's
start
tough because
Zion.
I think Ja makes everyone better.
You guys, you know what's crazy?
I agree.
No one's talking about Zion's season.
He's
all.
because he's filthy.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Bleacher
About it, though.
they don't want to
I was talking about
post
LaMelo.
Yeah, they don't post about him anymore. Like
It's-
that's what happened. The hype died. I don't know what happened. But
He's still like he's better than he was last year.
he's insanely good this year. He's averaging like 25. But no one's talking. No one's talking. But no one cares.
Maybe
Yeah.
because he's on Pelicans.
We have 3 minutes left on this. Let's get Michael and Zach's, and then we'll call it in.
Zach, go for him, man.
All right, I'll go with Kyrie, Curry, or Dame.
Cut Kyrie.
Yeah.
Start
Start.
Curry. Bench Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Never mind.
I'd start Dan. But that's fine.
No.
Wait. You said you start Dame?
Yeah, I'm a Dame Dolla guy.
Curry's the best 3-point shooter in history.
I love Dame Dolla.
Dame is good. Dame is like top 10, I think, in history.
Okay, nah, relax. Like you're bugging out.
You're
There's no way.
kidding.
There's no
Point
way.
shooting Dame. Come
Like
on.
there's no way Dame is top 10. Like he's not even a top
Yeah, maybe
20
that's
point
a
guard.
stretch. Maybe that's a
What?
stretch. He's like up there. He's got to be up there.
Magic, Curry, Oscar, all better than him at point guard.
Oh no, I'm not talking point guard. I'm saying just shooting threes.
Oh, shooting threes? Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, Steph's putting up like the best numbers in his career now.
Steph,
Yeah,
he's
isn't he putting up like crazy numbers?
he's having a year similar to 2016. But like I think his 2016 year was like revolutionary. I think it was. Even though they blew.
I mean, he's showing what he can do because he's with a bunch of role players for the most part.
That's true.
Okay,
So I feel like he's in a
Oh,
similar
okay.
situation in Dame.
Michael, you got yours last
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Let's do Jokic, Embiid, or Giannis, but none of them are injured.
Start Jokic, bench Giannis, cut Embiid.
Same thing.
Start honest.
Embiid.
I would start
No,
Giannis.
sorry.
Yeah,
Very honest.
Cut Embiid.
I'm starting Jokic. I'm sorry.
I'm cutting Jokic.
No,
You can't
I'm
believe that.
He's
I'm
elite.
cutting Embiid.
cutting
I think
Jokic.
Embiid just for the injury.
I don't like it.
I can run an offense through Jokic. I can't run an offense through the other two, as well as I can Jokic.
Yeah. All
But
right.
Giannis is a machine by himself.
I feel like Embiid draws more doubles because he's just so powerful. So
Yeah. Well, we filmed a long segment. We have like no time now. So thank you, Zach, Paul, Steven, Joe, Michael. This is episode 2 of Last Take. Go like, subscribe.